Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Lizzie, and for today's video, as you heard from the title, I'm going to be recommending 4 zombie films for people who do not like zombie films. Now, if you've been on my channel for a while, you'll know that I personally am not a big fan of zombie films. I'm pretty sure I've talked about this in an unpopular opinions video before. I've also probably talked about it in other videos as well. They're just generally not my jam, but I thought it would be fun to put a list together of some that I do enjoy for any of those of you who are like me, who just aren't a big fan of zombie films, but you want to check some out that you might like. Now, this list is all pretty serious zombie films for the most part, so if you're looking for zombie comedies, I actually do have another video on that as well, so there will be a link in the description below to check out, or should be popping up. So let's go ahead and just get into the list. So the first film on this list is actually a comedy. This one I discovered while doing 101 Days of Horror, so it won't be on that original list. So I wanted to include it in this one, and that is Cemetery Man. So this is an Italian film from the 90s, I believe, and it focuses on Francesco Della Morte, who is a gravekeeper who has to watch over a grave where the people that are buried there come back to life, and he must kill them again. This film is at times pretty dark, but like I said, it is generally a comedy and it is pretty funny. There are parts of it that are a little bit questionable, but all in all, I really like this film, and I think that it's definitely an interesting twist on zombies, and highly suggest you check it out. And I do believe I watched this one on Amazon Prime. I have actually reviewed all the films I'm going to be talking about, so I will leave a link to check out those reviews as well. So, on to our second film, which is also a foreign film. This is actually a French film. I'm sure most of you have heard of this one, and it is Raw. This follows a young college student, Justine, who within her first week at veterinarian school is forced to break her vow of vegetarianism and eat meat as part of a freshman ritual. And only after doing so does she discover that she has a thirst for human flesh. Now, I absolutely love this film. I generally don't have any issue with foreign films. I don't watch a lot of foreign films, but I do enjoy this one. And this one was so hyped when it came out, so of course I had to check it out. And like I said, I love this film. As most of you who, if you've been here for a while, know that I am vegan. I went vegetarian at a very young age, so I very much relate to her character. I also happen to work in veterinarian medicine, so I really relate to her character, and I love this kind of idea of eating meat, turning someone into a like bloodthirsty zombie almost. Some people, I don't know if they would consider this a zombie film. I think it's within the zombie realm, and it's definitely a different twist, which I think is why it's great for people who maybe don't really like zombie films, because it's not your standard zombie film, and it is really good. I'm not sure where you can watch this one, so I do apologize, but I know it's available online, VOD. Definitely check this one out. Next film on the list is one that is close to your kind of standard zombie film, and that is 28 Days Later. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't seen Weeks yet. I know I need to check it out. First, watch this film for a 31 days of Halloween/horror challenge. I have always been a big fan of Cillian Murphy, so I knew going into this film that I would at least enjoy that aspect. But I was pleasantly surprised to find that I did really enjoy this film. This film focuses on Murphy's character, Jim, who wakes up in an abandoned hospital after being in an accident and in a coma. He wakes up 28 days into the zombie apocalypse. Something that I love that this film does is that we do get a little bit of a backstory on what causes the apocalypse, but that's really basically it. Him waking up in basically the start of the apocalypse, you really don't spend a whole lot of time in developing it, which I prefer. You'll notice from this list, I like films where you're already within the world of zombies. They've already been around at least for a while. This one less than a month. And I really like that aspect about this film. And it is definitely, I feel like, a different take on the zombie film especially for when it came out. Now, for the fourth and final one, it's more of a focus on a series, and that is the Of the Dead series. So, of course, we're talking George A. Romano's films. I know that this is a pretty popular zombie series. I know that Romano is obviously credited with kind of developing the film world of zombies, but with good reason. These are really good films. Now, I want to be honest, I have actually only seen the first three, which are Night of, Dawn of, and Day of. Personally, I was not a big fan of Day of. I kind of talked about that during 101 Days as well. But I know that a lot of people do really enjoy this franchise altogether, and especially those three, so I am going to include it and kind of combo them all together. I think it is fun to watch all of them kind of, back to back. Now, if you have put off watching these films because you're not a zombie fan, I highly suggest going and check. I suggest that you do check these out. These are definitely more than just zombie films. Zombies are obviously an aspect of it. Again, these take place while zombies are already existing, but there's so much more to each of these films. There's underlining human stories involved in these. And I think that's one of the things that I really like about this, is that you're not solely focused on the zombies. You're actually more so focused on the humans and how it's affecting them day to day and how they react to the zombies. Of the three, I think Dawn is probably my favorite. I feel like that kind of happens with a lot of people. I feel like it tends to be like Dawn, Night, Day. Obviously, if yours is different, let me know. But I personally really enjoyed both Dawn and Night. Day was okay. But yeah, that is my list. I hope that you guys did enjoy this. If there are any zombie films you think that I should check out, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what your thoughts are on any of these films if you have already seen them. And if you did enjoy this, please do give it a big old thumbs up. Make sure you hit the subscribe button for more horror-related content. Before I go, a quick shout out to my Patreons. Thank you guys so much for helping to contribute to the channel. If you don't know the perks to be a Patreon, links are in the description below, along with all of my social media. And I will see you guys again later with another video. Bye!